I know what you are thinking. This review is late. And I am answering with, well, deal with it. At least you're gonna get this. I'm taking these off. And yes, I did drop them. And that was not my intention. Clumsy, right? The angry anime fan without the glasses this time to bring you the true finale of Shokugeki no Soma. Let's that with one of it all. A perfect wrap up to bring what happened in this one. I'm saying perfect because I am not completely satisfied with this. At least it got an epilogue, so I guess I can be happy about that. But what exactly happened this chapter? Well, it's basically saying what happened to all of the Totsuki kids now that they're practically grown up. First of all, Soma returns from another trip and apparently has been arrested at first in the airport, but gets left forward because one senior actually recognizes Soma as Chef Soma. Therefore, he travels with his kitchen knife in bag, which technically it shouldn't allow him to be passed, even if a chef. But then again, I'm not a famous chef, so I don't know if they get passed by it. Either way, Soma returns from another trip, now having grown into a full-grown man. Erina, still having a short hair, is now still the dean of Totsuki, and I still prefer her with long hair, mind you. And she does look very professional, though. Hisako is still her secretary and close friend, and Ishinki, now age 26, gained independence when he was the first Ishinki family long history to be granted permission to establish his own branch restaurant. He currently gaining popularity in Kyoto culinary circles as a master of blending tradition with fresh and new. And here is the thirst fault with Shokugeki no Soma. There was so much potential to see his family and to make his family antagonist of a short arc. But that did not happen. We only got a small glimpse of his flashback, and that was it. Kuga, on the other hand, graduated and constructed multiple 5-star hotels, and he was contracted to work for multiple 5-star hotels in Shanghai, Tokyo, Hawaii, and other popularity resort destinations. He currently owns 5-star restaurants, serving as the head chef of all of them. We are then taken to my favorite girl Megami, and boy has puberty hit her. Granted, she still doesn't have big breasts, but let me be honest, in this situation, it is not needed. She looks extremely womanly and beautiful. What's amazing is that she still has a braid here, but now she has long hair. She's basically a fusion of a grown woman and herself. Megami Tadakoro, age 25, with Megami as head chef, her family tradition has grown notorious as one of the most difficult restaurants in the Northwest at which to get a reservation. During the off-season, she spends time helping at Hinako's restaurant, Kinyu, and learning in and out of being restaurant owners. Well, as we all know, Hinako seems to have a crush on Megami, or is just very deeply attached. So, she has strangely help from Nene Kunekune, who decided to study Japanese cooking traditions outside of her family, and she's currently traveling at country training. And of course, Hinako is very nice to have met Nene as well. Then we're taken to 3 very surprising collaborationists. Ikumi Mito, aka Nikumi, Yuki Yoshino, and Etsuya Izan have recently joined a meat distribution business. Ibusaki Sasaki and some other Polestar restaurants have signed on to the venture as culinary advisors. And Megan and Nikumi, well, let me be honest. When I first saw her face, I thought that was Hayama. It was only the breasts that made me realize it was her. Granted, however, you can do gender changes, but that's beside the point. It was just something about her that didn't really look like this was Nikumi. But Yuki looks just like her she always have. Petite body, Esan as well. But back to the real person of Hayama. He quickly plung up impressive portfolio in the theory and interaction of aroma in the human olfactory sense and has already earned a position at Totsuki Academy. He also reached an invitation from Gindoshima to sometimes work in the administration at the Research Hotel. He also seems to have a ring on his finger. Who he is married to, we don't know. Granted, there was only been one woman he seems to have been attached to, but I thought that woman was too old for him. I guess that's to be honest. The Aldini twins. Equally skilled as chefs, and the two continue to grow and gain fame as twin stars at Teatro de Aldini. A few times each year, they travel to Japan to open a pop-up restaurant. And then we also see their family for the first time, and how much they are proud of their sons. Then we are taken to the antagonistic Totsuki Elite 10 until they had a heel face turn. All of them have opened their own restaurants and have earned star from the WGO. And we also see Dojima Gin, who is now doing what he always is doing. Yoshiro, and we're also taken to a surprise revelation of Yoshiro Yukihara, who is currently realizing his career as traveling chef who can make customers swoon no matter what country they're from, if it is high class or lowbrow. The rumor is that he has his own restaurant, but he's since passed on it to his son. The truth is not public knowledge. We're then taken to Alice, and let me tell you, Alice has become way more beautiful than Irina. After all, she has long hair. And she's in a mansion. Alice Naikiri, appointed to the position of site manager at Naikiri International last year. She spent her days immersed in research and ways to make high-level molecular gastronomy. And Ryo Kurokiba, he continued to serve as Alice's reliable aide while simultaneously working as improving his own chef skill. He also dabbles in marine biology, researching to affect climate change and the world's ocean is looking for more suitable fishing practices. You know, if that was in real life, I would have been happy, but I do not believe someone like that exists. But I'm just a pessimist. So, well, he's now even wearing a butler outfit. Oh man, imagine the surprise when he becomes feral. We're then taken to Asashi Naikiri, who, as we all know, has been adopted into the Naikiri family. His life has taken many twists and turns since he washed his hands of the past as cuisinier noir. But after a few years ago, he was finally recognized as one of the official members of the Naikiri family. He currently teaches several cooking practices at both middle school and high school levels at Totsuki and has quickly become one of the most popular teachers at the institute. Well, when he was a manipulative bastard, he was very popular with the students. So I guess when he's on the good side, he can really have that. We're also seeing the entire Naikiri family. Yes, and that also includes Asami, and even well, we don't really see Erina's mother. I don't think we do. Well, actually, yeah, we do see her. But we also see her brother, as well as Alice one. The entire Naikiri family on a meal together for the first time in ever. In a way, you could say that this is earning the happy ending for the Naikiri family. The Naikiri family has always been doomed to cooking. And through that cooking, so many things have been dividing. But for the first time, they're sitting together at a table. Maybe not eating, maybe just drinking tea, but they are sitting together as a family. I have to admit, for all my criticizing, that is incredibly sweet. Then we're taken to, Erina, who visits the restaurant of Yukihara. And here is another strange proclaiming. It turns out that Soma's grandfather is still alive! Okay, that is a minor plot hole. Cause Yoshiro said that he didn't even know his own grandparents, or was he talking about his own grandparents? Either way, his name is Kazuta Yukihara, age 71, mind you. For years after passing the Yukihara restaurant to Yoshiro, he stayed on as secretary chef, helping out in the kitchen. Nowadays, in your leisure retirement life at his home, several stations down the line from the restaurant. And so, after that, Erina gets to take him that. While the grandfather Yukihara saying that, I think is in a way encouraging, Erina to, open up to Soma, we all also know that that's not really going to happen. Elsewhere we see, and we finally see the last confirmation that we all actually needed to see for a very long time. As you all know, Mama Yukihara died a long time ago, and now we saw how that happened. Soma continued to serving many different dishes to the dishes, and was very happy. However, it was revealed that Mama Yukihara had a minor birth defect in one of her heart values. And normally defects like that would have healed naturally as the body grows, but it's not always. And since she displayed no symptoms at this point, it was impossible for her to heal from that. And so they only had to say goodbye after 1 month. It was one of the few times when we do not really see Soma crying, but young Soma is shaking. One of the few times he honestly was broken. And I even think Yoichiro was very close in giving up on everything at that moment. But then Soma said, let's have a cooking contest. And I think that is what encouraged Yoichiro to keep on cooking even after he had lost the love of his life. Because they have a legacy, and that legacy would live on in Soma. As Soma finally gets back into the restaurant, we see Soma Yukihara, though he skipped class and a lot of his other responsibilities, no surprise there, he still somehow managed to graduate. Yeah, somehow. And became the head chef of Yukihara. He opened the restaurant only on an irregular schedule. He spends most of his time traveling overseas, having invited to cook all over the world. Among the foodies of the world, the chance to taste some of someone's cooking is fast turning into a mark of prestige. And finally we see some information about Erina. Finishing her schooling at Totsuki while still performing her duties as a dean, she easily earned top marks in all of her final exam and graduated with flying colors. Now the dean full-time, she has grown highly competitive leader, constantly championing new innovation outlooks and traditional cuisine as she pushed the Totsuki brand further and higher than ever. In essence, she truly became the god's tongue. And indeed, while Erina and Soma never really revealed their emotions for each other, they truly were very happy to serve to each other. And so the entire Totsuki family, so to speak, enters the place as Soma whips up a very gross cooking. That is actually the first cooking he showed that he gave to his childhood friend. In a way, I think this is meant to serve as a bookends. The first... we saw the first dish he cooked was that peanut butter and squid disgusting dish to his childhood friend. Now he serves that again to his cooking friends. In a way, you can consider that a bookend moment. And after that, but they are still very well happy with that. As then Soma says that it's ready to swear a dish that is good. With that, he says his family line, dig in. And with that, it's thanks for the meal. Yes, this review was very long. You just had to deal with it, okay? And do not ask me what I thought about this chapter. I will not answer that question. But I will answer what I think now. Okay. Yukihara Soma. Shokugeki no Soma. I remember when I began reading it the first time. I liked it. It felt like a hidden jewel. Cooking manga. Interesting characters, many things more. But then we got to the Elite 10 situation, and things only went downhill from there. A lot of people complain that it was cancelled, but I'm just saying to you, yes, I'm even saying it to you, my friend. Were you really surprised? The downhill from the Elite 10 battles was just plain and simple downhill! You don't have to agree with me. You can even be in denial. Or you can have an indomitable spirit and say, this, I want to believe what I want to believe. But the truth is still there. The Elite 10 battles downhilled Shokugeki no Soma. It had potential to get back up again, but the noir situation was a waste. I mean it. I did not like it. You even redeemed Asashi. Well, also, there were so many chances of different story arcs. They didn't have to be long, mind you. They could just have been in there for good measure. But they were not there. For example, the Ishinki family. The Hoyo situation. Because, mind you, we do not find out what happened to Hoyo in this chapter. And not even Mimisaka. And he was a freaking more popular character than she was. Not even now. Such a waste. Granted, however, the Ishinki family. We could have gotten a short arc about that. Megami's hometown. We never got that. We deserve to know that. It didn't have to be a big plot. It just, we needed to see that. Especially who was that fisherman that became a fan of her. The other family members and their business deals. And a little bit more on Alice's background and stuff like that. And of course, the different cooking scenarios. Shokugeki no Soma had so much potential to go many different routes. But I'm afraid that after Noir, it just went into routes I couldn't like. And I believe the other people didn't like either. Either way, we got an epilogue. And I guess it's meant to say that that's better than nothing, right? Is this a satisfying ending? Well, again, we did not see everyone. If we had seen everyone, then maybe this will have felt a little bit more satisfying. I do not demand to know everything, but we just got some information about them. That is good. But if we had gotten everyone, that would have been even better. So yeah, this is Shokugeki no Soma. Still, having criticized it, I do wish the manga creators the best of luck. And I do hope they create something more. They don't have to create something more together. If they want to, that I'm all for that. I will read it, and if I like it, I will like it. If I dislike it, I will dislike it. But I have a feeling it's not going to be easy to create another work. Or is this just going to be their only work, or are they going to separate and do their own manga? After all, this was a collaboration. I do not know. Maybe they're not going to do anything at all. Who knows? But I always feel like some manga authors should do more than one manga. But I also do realize that it's not easy making another that is famous. So many manga authors are an example of that. Regardless, thank you for the meal. And give me your thoughts, if you have any. Except if you're asking me, how was this chapter, please explain.